You ever watch a boxing match where the undisputed champion gets knocked out by a total newcomer? It's rare, right? But in the world of tech, when something like that happens, it changes absolutely everything. And today, we're going to dive into one of those moments in the world of AI, a wild story about how the king was suddenly and very unexpectedly challenged. I mean, it's kind of hard to even remember what it was like before, isn't it? Back in late 2022, ChatGPT didn't just launch, it just exploded. It was everywhere. For millions of us, that was it. That was the name that defined the entire generative AI revolution. It was, without a doubt, the king. But you know how it goes. The king of the hill always attracts challengers. And that right there set the stage for a period of just unbelievably rapid change in the AI space. So, right after ChatGPT's massive launch, it felt like the floodgates just opened. By early 2023, you had giants like Google with Bard and Anthropic with Claude jumping into the ring. And then, by the middle of the year, it wasn't even just about text anymore. We had these incredible AI image models like Midjourney and DALL-E 2 creating things we'd never seen before. The whole landscape was being shaped by a handful of really powerful, mostly Western companies. And with all that momentum, with all those big names dominating the headlines, you'd be totally forgiven for thinking the race was pretty much won. It seemed like the story was already written, you know? The leaders were clear. But was that really the whole picture? Because see, while the entire world was watching these titans battle it out, a brand new contender was quietly and very quickly getting into the ring. A company that most people hadn't even heard of yet, called DeepSeek. Okay, what's so wild about this is just the sheer speed. Look at this pace. DeepSeek didn't just show up, they started sprinting. They dropped their first models in November 2023. Just 6 months later, bam, a huge leap forward with V2. And by the end of 2024, with V3, they were right on the heels of the industry leaders. This wasn't just progress. This was a relentless, almost unbelievably fast pace that hinted they were doing something fundamentally different. And all that relentless work, all that incredible speed, it was all building toward one single massive moment. A moment that was about to catch the entire tech world completely off guard. Go ahead and circle this date, January 20th, 2025, because this was the day that the entire AI landscape just got flipped completely upside down. So DeepSeek launched its new chatbot, and almost overnight, it hit #1. And I don't mean #1 in some little niche tech category. I mean #1, period. The single most downloaded free app in the entire US App Store. And this just lays it all out, doesn't it? The former #1, the reigning champ, ChatGPT, was officially dethroned. For the very first time, a completely new name was sitting at the top of that leaderboard. Just wow. Now, this was so much bigger than just one popular app. This moment sent actual shockwaves through the industry, and it completely redefined what the AI race even was. The fallout was fast and it was widespread. I mean, the fallout was immediate. The market got spooked, tech stocks actually took a hit. Competitors like Alibaba were scrambling, immediately claiming their new models were even better. And governments absolutely took notice. Places like New York and Australia started restricting the app on government devices, talking about data privacy and national security. Suddenly, this wasn't just a tech story anymore. It was a geopolitical one. But the real story here, the really important part, is even bigger. This quote nails it. DeepSeek's success was built on these cost-efficient and open-weight models, which basically means their code is more accessible for others to see and build on. And that just shattered the whole idea that only the richest, most well-funded labs in the West could build top-tier AI. It proved that game-changing innovation could truly come from anywhere. Which really just leaves us with this one last thought. We all thought the AI race was moving at light speed before, right? But that was when we thought we knew who all the runners were. Now that it's a true global sprint, with new contenders who can literally take the lead overnight, how much faster can this thing possibly get? And what on earth does that mean for the rest of us?